So hello everyone and welcome back to some more Deadlight here on another advent calendar episode. I do wonder why there's this option here for me to grab here when doesn't seem that there's anything there, but it kind of makes me suspicious now that I notice that there is a spot where I could be taken hold of. Hi zombie there, or ghost as you are. Not that that's useful either, I don't think I need to just do a long jump all the way over there. But yeah, we're just following the Haratsan and we were being shot by a lot by other survivors, which is cool and all. And that was a cool jump to start the game with. Now at least this time around I can definitely admit I pressed the button way too freaking late. This time I definitely pressed it too late. Guess we gotta go a little bit faster. Again, the problem previously the thing is going and falling off from under our feet, so I thought that I should just rush and he couldn't take even hold in that area. So then I just immediately fell. But yeah, because it's there where I need to go, but no problems anyways in here. If only I had seen this properly where I needed to go beforehand, but I didn't. Okay. So where should I go now anyways? I have no freaking idea where I needed to go. At least I didn't die. I don't know if I can jump slowly that down, but the problem was that I was having so low stamina that I couldn't really see where I should be going. Oh, I can climb that down. That definitely isn't clear. And only down because above is the electricity. I got that, but really it didn't seem like something I should be able to climb. And yeah, I know, I jumped way too early this time around. I know. But yeah, that's definitely my main issue, that sometimes it's really difficult for me to tell anyways what I can interact with, what I cannot, and definitely did not realize that for example I could be climbing with this stuff downwards. Definitely did not see that. Seriously, you just automatically then, because I was pressing down that you would go down, then at least there came the hint that hey, you could actually like turn around on this ladder. Well, again, it didn't look like a ladder that I could turn around with. It really did not look like one. Definitely did not look like one. It doesn't. If it would be like this one that I have here, now that would be different, but
Damn, I've got to find that kid. He has no hope over here on his own.
god darn, that just didn't look like a ladder at all, this thing to me. From here, above, it looks okay like a ladder, but from down there, it definitely did not, and does not.
Enemy located. Run, Randall, if you want to survive.
Yeah, well, that's tough anymore when I didn't know that they would come back into this goddamn chase scene, and then I did the stupid thing of again jumping. Like I said, that's my biggest mistake all the time, that I just jump when I shouldn't. Climb, stupid Randy. The problem of not... I thought that I could be able to try to roll. I tried to roll when we jumped from there, but maybe I needed to still hold the sprint key anyways during that time. I'm not certain if that was the case. But I tried to do it the same way as I did it this time in here, but it didn't work out, so... At least managed to do that now. Again? I didn't know that I needed to jump there. And then I was concentrated into the fact of even managing to go the previous thing. So some of these I really have to... I guess I just suck. I just suck at these sort of games.
Run, man.
Climb, you fool. Not just run, by the way. You have to climb and do all sort of other freaking stuff. Anyways. That actually screws you up more when I rolled when I landed. That actually screwed us up more. Because we didn't have to sprint anymore for that. So that's kind of annoying too, that actually... That goes and screws you up even more so. I run and jump and climb well and all freaking stuff. I tried so goddamn hard to try to do the stupid roll. I tried, but he didn't do it. I tried pressing it, but it didn't do it. I don't know why. Don't know sometimes why it happens, that it just doesn't work. Sometimes I can do it and sometimes I just really can't.
Run, man. If you want to survive.
Yeah, run. But I can't blame it all on the game because clearly I'm the one messing it up.
Run, man. Run.
Well, goddamn run. Yeah, preparing for attack they are. Okay, alright, we fell down.
Where are you, kid?
Well, at least I finally freaking got another axe. But yeah, I guess our previous axe was just simply taken by Rat himself. He did have an axe after all, so... But why did he take even our gun? Just everything. Is that good? All right. How am I gonna... Where am I even supposed to go exactly? I don't have any idea where I'm supposed to exactly go. Okay. Alright. I don't know where I was supposed to go though. I didn't... am I supposed to go through that door? It didn't exactly look like it, but... I might be very much mistaken about that. Very much might be mistaken about that. That I just couldn't... It didn't feel like I was able to do something there with the door, but the problem was anyways because I had all the freaking enemies on me. Seriously? How are we supposed to be able to surrender? God damn it, that guy just was on my way also, like, of the full freaking time. Alright, fine, I'll do this freaking again. Just I don't know exactly what is wished upon me. wished from me, what is not. Could I get you at least down here? So I can deal with you first before having to even go there. How do they even fall so goddamn far? Doesn't exactly, of course, solve the main issue of those at the door, but at least I don't have to be dealing with those then anymore. Yeah, it's something I have to kick, but again, I would have to have some energy for that. How the heck am I supposed to have all the energy all the time? Ay, ay. When I'm trying to get rid of the freaking enemies on my way, and yeah. And apparently you managed to somehow get to me this time around. Fine. Be annoying. Otherwise, I do have to say that I think it is better if I get at least a couple of these guys all the way here, so I don't have to worry about them no more then. If there is anyone else coming, I guess not this time around. I definitely didn't try to do that one. You just can't try to deal with those in any logical thing, you just have to go and that's about it. That's at least how it feels to me, that you just have to go.
Damn,
And
kid.
yeah.
Gotta find him.
Seriously, those even hold me back, those little goddamn boxes. Again, I thought that maybe they were on the background. Oh my god, I have to deal with this again. Fine.
Where are you, kid?
Oh, the heck knows. I don't even care about you. Be alive, who cares? Let's at least get this one guy here. Makes our life at least a little bit easier. Seriously, that didn't hit you because you were already on the attack, so to speak. And this time around I got lucky because they actually... Well, now I didn't of course notice to even do that, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, yay, what a fall. Kind of feel that we're taking the helicopter to the boy. Wow. Yay, finally getting rid of this goddamn helicopter just chasing us all the way.
Are you hurt? Why the hell did you run off?
I'm fine. I know my way around.
They're trying to kill you, kid. Think about that for a second. Let me help you get home. What's the fastest way underground from here?
There's a sewer portal on the other side of the park.
Then let's go.
Alright.
Run for it!
Run for it! And I will run after you soon. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing interesting over here, but I guess not. Yeah, my god. That goddamn running. And me just... Well, yeah, I can't completely blame myself for the fact that sometimes it's difficult for me to see. This is definitely like a memory lane. Back into some memory lane because of this park. But, not being able to recognize that well when there is...
Lydia? My sweet Lydia?
Yeah. We've seen Arcade Lydia. But yeah, seeing her and then, yeah. Sometimes it's just not as easy to tell anyways. There it is, wrapped in blood-stained paper, the half-heart pendant of my daughter Lydia. The paper has a message in childish handwriting. Follow the path that you showed to me. Blood-stained paper? So, it would be perfectly that it would be our Lydia. Well, I didn't expect that. Some creepy music too, as a result. A lost page of my diary. Also, by the way, I guess I was supposed to read this to Lydia, but I think I forgot to read it at the start, and now, well, and probably now is a new one anyways. The new law is a disease. No, it was about the other stuff, I guess. This is what men become when we show the first sides of ourselves. They out for blood for no other reason than to claim ownership of a dying star. It makes me scared and ashamed. We all make choices when we're packed into a corner. And these men, they made the worst choice of all. I have to find this kid and save him. So I think there wasn't anything new into this, but still. Should have read that at the start of this episode. Kind of forgot to do so.
Where have you been? Help me!
Oh god.
Shit.
Well,
What the hell's the matter with you? Why didn't you shoot? They almost killed me, dude.
I don't...
Daughter. I'm sorry, I saw her.
There was no one there. Only the shadows behind you.
Let's go. Through here. The rat knows that you won't get out of here again, boy. I'll punish you. You'll learn to behave yourself. I discovered where your friends are. They were taking them to the stadium just a while ago.
To the stadium?
In the beginning, it was the safest place in all of Seattle. Even more so than the Space Needle. A fortress of high cement walls protected by the military. But today, they've made it into one more horrific ring of hell.
And what about my wife and daughter? What about them?
I looked and listened hard. I couldn't find any trace of them. If they have been captured by these men also, your friends may know.
I need to go now. I've lost too much time already.
Be careful, Mr. Wayne. Those men are dangerous.
You don't have to tell me twice, Mr. Rat, because I don't know any better name for you.
According to what the rat told me, if I cross the parking lot, I'll come to the stadium that was used as a safe place for survivors.
Alright, let's also read a little bit more of the diary. After all, I was supposed to do so. And also, this is new, so human flow. I keep seeing Lydia, visions, strange moments that make me feel like I'm losing my mind. I think it's because I miss her. I think it's because I'm scared. But it hurts when I think about my girls. I saved the rat's son, and he's told me where I can find my friends, maybe even Shannon and Lydia. I have to keep going. We gotta keep going. Okay. Alright. I think this is one of those that I was missing. Yeah, this is something I was missing because we read this one and we read the first one, so sure, let's read this one then. So it's like this sort of a just really put their back together, because I did notice that certain pages especially look like they have been ripped off. So these are the pages that we are kind of filling up into here. So this is one that we have definitely not managed to read. May 19th. I just read what I wrote the other day. It might seem like I'm an irritable person who doesn't get along with others, but that's not true. I think I'm happy. I've turned 33. With 33 years behind you, you lived too long and at the same time too little. I have a big family. Shannon, my 5, is a wonderful person. She has always understood me, understood my problems. And that is the most important thing for a man. Besides, she's a great cook. For more than 10 years I've carried her smell with me. In my clothes, in my hair. Then I was stuck in a rut. I was like a driver of a train about to derail. Too fast, too shaky, too nervous. They used to say so. She helped me to get back on the right track. She and the new job, the job in the woods. Later, Lydia came, my daughter, the beautiful Lydia. The girl was a blessing. I think that they are the most important people in my life. Well, I don't just think so, it's the truth. People don't like the truth. People say that they believe in something that later they forget or betray. People betray you easily. I will never betray them. Would you consider then it a betrayal nonetheless that you weren't with them when they might have needed you in here? Possible? Not certain. Let's check then something more, but that was definitely a new page. Then this page is still missing. Didn't have it back then either. And this one is still missing. But we have one here. We have not managed to read this one. Nature is like that, and the men who want to control it are like that. So January 28th, it's like carrying a lot of these goddamn bags into here. I dream of two cats playing and hiding in a suitcase. They get trapped inside, never seeing the light of day again. They suffocate. I carry a heavy load with blood on my shoulder. Bags full of vermin of the forest. And dead cats in my luggage. So, these all would be dead cats? That's a lot of dead cats. That's a lot of dead cats. Then all of these we read. I think this we had already found before. Yeah, we had, but we hadn't read it because it was the first one like this that we saw on our diary. So we found it, we haven't read it. This is where we left off last time. A dance of helicopters all morning. Shit, it's there again. It's the same one that has spent the night flying through the valley. It looks like the military is finally getting involved in the problem. They are emitting a message. The local population has to go to the aerodrome. In the afternoon. There is no time, they say. It seems that the army will take us to a secure area. So the city is no longer secure. A tiny town isolated from everything and surrounded by deep forests, protected by mountains, is no longer secure. What the hell are these men talking about? I don't understand anything. Hope. How ironic. The city has become a place without hope. I must do something. My family is in danger. Whatever it is, it has arrived in Canada. And missing page. Then April 20th. I haven't written anything for quite some time. Our town was overrun. I fought with Ben and the other men, but our barricades was useless, and there was no stopping them. When I got back to the house, Shannon and Lydia had gone just like everyone else. There had been a mass exodus from the town of Hope. Parker and I followed, and since then we haven't separated even to answer the call of nature. We walked through the forest, fleeing the catastrophe, channeling our remorse, until we reached Vancouver. We thought that in a big city things would be better, that we'd find our people. How naive we were. Vancouver is unrecognizable. There is no food, no fuel, no hope. We ran away, taking shelter like animals, barely sleeping. And there are hundreds of these things everywhere. Shadows. That's what they called them since it started. Shadows that live in the darkness, that once had human form, that once belonged to men. Shadows of a life that has ended. Their sinister veils torment us night after night. I think of Shannon and Lydia every second, and they're out there somewhere, frightened and on the run. Talk about looking for a needle in a haystack. I miss them so much. ... I guess we might as well read whatever there is left. I don't think there was too much more. April 13th. Today, Parker and I discovered a group of survivors. They had been hiding since the city collapsed more than a month ago. All I can hope. They no longer have water and food. They're scared. They drift around the city suburbs, and for a moment they were about to kill Ben and me. The group is composed of 2 adult males and 2 women. They are armed. One of the men is a cop, but he's very old. The other seems like he's never shot a gun in his life. He looks like a university professor. Redhead, skinny, cannon water. The women are twins, young. They are a reflection of each other's. It seems that they're not related to the men, but I don't know why the men have been protecting them for such a long time. The old man says that he heard a message on the radio from a crashed police car. The message talks about a city on the other side of the border. He wants us to go south. He already talks about us as if we are a group. We, he says. We must help each other, he says. Ben thinks that it's the best to all go together, a group, a herd. Tomorrow we'll head to Seattle. There's talk of a safe point, a migration. Shannon, Lydia, they are somewhere on that road. Definitely hope so. May 6th. I found some press clippings in the house of an old woman who decided to take her own life. The woman craved a hobby at the height of the catastrophe. I think it occurred only recently because of the smell of the body. It appears that they declared a war all over the world, leaving humans against shadows of the dead. The government didn't skimp in order to fight against the disease. They used armies, firearms, hundreds of doctors. Each person defended himself in their own way. At the end of April, a nuclear power station in the Soviet Union exploded. I think it was called Chernobyl. It was abandoned to its fate. Atomic bombs were dropped in China, Korea, also in the southeast of the United States, it seems. For a few days, the world became a gigantic fireball. I don't know what we're going to find in Seattle. On the road, you meet all types, but they are all heading to the same place. Safe haven. Safe point. It's on the radio, they say. Well, that's where we're heading. May 14th. Surviving is not child's play, particularly when darkness falls. Nights repeat themselves and our travels never begin. We travel slowly, stealing fuel from abandoned cars. Sometimes we come across the shadows, other times we must confront them. You must shoot them in the head, that's all. This is the only advice that God gives us to survive his apocalypse of the dead that wake up and walk. But if it's true that they are not alive, why do they need to feed on us? Now the nightmare doesn't end at sunrise. We woke up at dawn in an abandoned barn next to the survivor group from Seattle, together with Ben. The twins were not sleeping this time. No. Instead, they were screaming. They were screaming outside. The university professor was outside for his watch. The university professor had been attacked while he was watching over us. A bite on his arm. He was bleeding. We had to clean up the area. Later, the redhead guy, the damn university professor, bled to death in front of us, and he stopped breathing. We all knew what was going to happen next. Every single one of us. I had to sacrifice him. As in, if he's beaten, then he will be turned to a dead person. So one more Atlas page that we have actually found, May 29th. I think I'm going crazy. 2 nights ago, when the group stopped to rest in a dive that we had secured, I heard a noise in the back room. It wasn't a normal noise. It was a children's voice. A little girl's voice. Nobody would believe this, but after experiencing what we have lived with the dead, I am sure that it was the voice of my daughter. I went into the back room and I could see her in the half light. Lydia was there. Her eyes were like torches shining in the dark. She was dressed like before, like a princess. Somebody switched on the light and Lydia wasn't there anymore. The hallucination disappeared. It was Carla, one of the twins who stole my daughter's voice, and was dressed like her, and called for me in the silence. I don't know what is going on. I can't trust my senses anymore. Yeah. June 7th. Lydia, Shannon, names that I can't forget. My head is divided into thousands of fragments, little pieces of smashed crystals, ground sugar, interrupted words, a puzzle that I can't solve anymore. There is no future. These are the days without any tomorrows. Julie 1st. When I was younger, I could remember everything, things that happened and that did not happen. Now I have to look through these pages if I want to find my memory. We can see the city from far away, and everything we heard about it seems true. Seattle is a coast city. You'll never find a place that's nice and peaceful, because there isn't any. It didn't exist before, and even less so now. You can deceive yourself like this professor. You may think there is, but once you get there, when you are not looking, somebody will sneak up and write a fuck you right under your nose. And this is the last page, which we at least have found. Yay! Julie 4th. One of the girls died today. This is basically exactly the point when the game started, I'd say. Because we did basically kill the one girl. Kinda. But they were already dead, I think. That's why we killed them. One of the girls died today. Young Carla died in an abandoned warehouse, and I no longer feel anything for her. I don't feel even a tiny bit. Grief is something that disappears with death. I don't think that's the case for most people, but alright. More than 4 months have already gone by since the start of this bloody disease that has destroyed our little world. Everything that we knew in the world is gone. 4 months that changed the rules of nature and human beings. Also 4 months without my wife and daughter. It's hard to keep on going when 4 months seem like 4 years. Harder still to keep hope alive. Do my best to find them in the only place they could be. Today, even the young people die. And the thing that still puzzles me the most is that some keep living. Or whatever they call the condition they are in. We are survivors of a fading world. Well, sometimes I doubt and wonder, are we alive or are we also dead? It's a good question. I think, well, physically you are alive, but considering being exhausted, all of the world, the lives they used to have is gone and dead. So in some sense, yes, you could argue that they are already dead, because the lives that they used to live are gone, absolutely gone. But depends how you would argue about it. Okay. 2 days have passed since we entered Seattle looking for our last chance. It's the 4th of July today, a special day for Americans, Independence Day, they say. The birthday of the nation. How stupid to think about birds. No one will celebrate anything today. True. Okay, page is 59 out of 60 of 60. But yeah, so let me just check how many of these are we actually missing. So 1, which there's the May 6th right next to it basically. So 1, 2, yeah, that's also like right next to it. So after this there's 2 pages missing. 2, 3. After this goddamn thing, 3, and then 4th. After this, 4th, and that's it. 4 more pages that we're missing, so not that bad. could be worse, definitely. But alright, the reading took quite a lot of time anyway, so I'll be ending this episode here, and we'll continue from here, actually trying to go to the location where our friends, at least some of them, are kept, and maybe we can even find some hints about our Five and our daughter in the next location. We shall see. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you for more next time. So, bye bye.